Most people think success is a single massive explosion, a winning lottery ticket or a viral moment. But wealth isn't built in sparks. It's built in the shadows, 1% at a time. Meet John. John was the hardest worker in the room. He worked 70 hours a week, skipped every holiday, and lived on caffeine and ambition. He did everything the world told him to do to be successful. But at 32, his bank account held a haunting truth: $14. While John was grinding, his former classmate, a man who seemed to spend more time at the beach than at a desk, had just retired. Why does the world reward some with millions for doing nothing, while others starve for doing everything? Today we dive into the story of the worker's trap and the 3 invisible rules John discovered that changed his life forever. If you feel like you're running on a treadmill that never ends, listen closely. This is for you. John believed in the linear growth lie. He thought, if I work 1 hour and make $20, I just need to work 20 hours to make 400. He was trading his life for a currency that was being printed faster than he could earn it. One night after his car broke down for the 3rd time that month, John reached his breaking point. He called an old mentor, Mr. Julian. Julian wasn't a motivational speaker. He was a ghost millionaire, the kind of man who owns assets you've never heard of and wears t-shirts with no logos. John asked him, "Why am I failing? I work harder than anyone." Julian looked at John's calloused hands and said, "John, you are an ant trying to move a mountain by carrying 1 grain of sand at a time. The mountain doesn't care how tired you are. It only cares about leverage." Rule number 1, stop renting out your time. Julian explained that wealth isn't a reward for hard work. It's a reward for scale. If you are the only person doing the work, you have a ceiling. To go global, you need to use the 4 types of leverage: labor, capital, media, or code. For the first time, John understood. While he was sleeping, his labor stopped. But a video, an algorithm, or an investment, they never sleep. He began to stop asking, "How can I do this?" and started asking, "How can this be done without me?" But there was a second hurdle. As soon as John started making a little extra, the lifestyle monster came knocking. Julian warned him, "The world is designed to keep you broke by selling you the image of being rich." This is where most people fail. They celebrate the finish line before the race even starts. John chose the boring path. He kept his expenses at rock bottom while his income began to climb. He wasn't being cheap. He was buying his freedom. 3 years later, John didn't have a boss. He didn't have an alarm clock. Not because he got lucky, but because he stopped playing the game by the old rules. He realized that the greatest finance tool isn't a bank account. It's the mindset of an owner, not a worker. The subway John used to ride is still full of hardworking people. They are good people, but they are trapped in a system that values their sweat more than their strategy. You have a choice today. You can keep carrying the sand, or you can start building the lever. If this story moved you, it's because you know you're capable of more. Subscribe to join our community of builders. The 1% isn't a group of people, it's a way of thinking. See you in the next chapter.